Hello guys, this is NERVECELL straight from Dubai and you're watching Stormbringer TV.
Hello, you guys from NERVECELL. How are you doing on the Kaltenbach Festival?
Very good. We just got here,
Yeah.
and it's nice and cold, so we have to get warmed up, and we're starting off with you in the interview.
You're very nice. It is your first time on Kaltenbach?
Yep. First time in
first-
Kaltenbach, but not the first time in Austria. So yeah, it's good.
What are your expectations on this show?
Well, Rami?
I mean, there's a bunch of cool bands playing in this, festival. So, we're death metal band. So, pretty looking forward to have some, chaotic performance. Just, expecting a good performance, hopefully.
So, you are the first band from Middle East who played the big festivals in Europe. How was it, and are you really the first band?
Thank you very much for saying that. There are many controversy. There is a huge controversy of who was playing the first and not. We are proud to represent the Middle East from our side, and we want to set an example of a Middle Eastern band or raising the Middle Eastern metal flag out there to those people here, and having a good show with your. In the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you play. It's the same music. It's music in the end of the day, and we want to enjoy it. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Sometimes it's nice to be the first. It's a challenge, but it's good.
Yeah, you said it doesn't matter where you're playing, but is there a big difference compared to European shows compared to shows in Dubai?
Well, the Middle East is still kind of new for the metal environment and everything. So there's a big difference, but I think the main difference is there's a lot of people with short hair in general in the gigs, whereas here there's guys with everything, long hair, piercings, dreadlocks, the punk kids, the thrash kids, the hippies and everything. So truth be told, though, we feel more home here because we don't get stared at over here like we do back home. So that's cool. We feel more home here, and this is where the market is. Europe's always had a head start for the metal scene, and the fans, in Asia we play a lot too. The same everywhere. Like I said, it's just more real here, man. Europeans live, breathe metal. So this is when we come here, we feel like this is our point to prove ourselves, coming from the Middle East, and it's great when we keep getting invited to come back because we know that we're doing something right. You know what I mean? So it's cool. There's no difference, but it's getting better back there from where we're from. There's more serious promoters bringing in the bigger names now. There's more metal bands coming there. We get to tour with them and support them. So the scene's on the rise, and we're really proud to be part of this Middle Eastern metal rise.
Do you think? Yeah, sure. Do you think you can also open the way for some other bands from your place? That you can be like...
Absolutely, that's actually happening right now. There's bands from the neighboring countries, around Dubai, like from Lebanon and Egypt and stuff, and Bahrain, that are now going outside and playing not only Asia but also back, to the West in Europe. So Saudi Arabia as well. There's some bands that are from there. So it's really cool to be, like James said, we were one of the first bands from that region to take the step and go, and do it on our own, without any label support from back home, without any management from back home, independently, DIY all the way. It's been 14 years now, but we've been coming to Europe for the last 7 years in our career. So yeah, we're kind of like, we go back home and a lot of local bands tell us how much we motivate them and encourage them and give them the inspiration to do this, the whole long 9 yards. Touring and supporting the albums and recording the albums and approaching labels, approaching festivals, and just the basic groundwork, Yeah.
So your latest album was called Psycho Genocide. How were the critics for it?
Really good, actually. This album is perceived to be really dark. We're really happy from the mix. We're really happy from the production. And as usual, this is our second official album. We've had an EP before, but we've always respected constructive criticism. So we always, even like we had the previous album, we got the feedback from the album, and we're in a developing stage, you know. We're maturing musically, we're maturing as a band, and we just want to get the best music at it. You know, we want to create the best for the moment. Yeah. So yeah, man, just move forward, push harder, and always create something, you know, that will inspire other people, whether they're listeners and bands, and yeah, hopefully, great stuff. It's been great so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've read that you always also got some prizes for it. So do you maybe think it is your best album?
In sales?
Or in general?
I think it's great, but I'll let Rami answer this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we always, every time we write music, we always try our best, and at the end it's a learning process, you know, like from the beginning, from our first EP to the first album. I mean, Psychogenocide is definitely up there in terms of what we sound right now. This is a NERVECELL sound, you know, and we all, like, you know, progress as musicians as well. So we are writing a new album right now, and it's pretty much getting, you know, shaping up. The music is pretty much up the par, you know. It's up to the listeners at the end, you know. So we do our best. Like every time we write, we put 110% always, and we take our time, and we always like we demo our music so we can listen to it back and forth, and, you know, just change stuff and stuff like that. So yeah.
Sorry. As far as sales go and awards, it's really nice. You know, when we released this album a couple of months later, it's really nice. The press, of the local press or the local media, has finally given us attention and has recognized our effort. And in that, we've won awards for being the band in UAE, and plus we got an award for the best sales in the Middle East. I mean, it comes to show. I mean, we were always based in the Middle East. We got the distribution here back home, and we were still selling in Europe and stuff. But we, you know, the main push and it's a really good feeling, you know, to be recognized amongst your roots, you know, where you started from, and it's a pretty much really good honor, and it will only inspire us, motivate us more, and give us more passion to do more for the people out there.
Yeah. And you also did one song with Carl Sanders from Nile.
Yeah.
How was that? How did it come then?
Sorry, I want the guys to talk, but we've always been growing up listening to many bands out there, and definitely one band that stands out is Nile, and not only as in music, but also their theme and their knowledge and the lyrics, where it comes from. And I always wanted to do something, you know, new, something not generic, something refreshing that not many people out there are used to. So yeah, I had the idea of writing some Arabic lyrics, and of course with the melodies that we already NERVECELL have. And yeah, I approached Carl Sanders and told him, hey man, we've got a sick song. I'm gonna be singing in Arabic. Would you like to, you know, make my dreams come true and start, you know, sing the English part of it? And he said yes. He knew once he came to know the song, he really appreciated it. He really gave it a huge load of gratitude. I mean, and he loved it. We got him down to Dubai. We did a video clip, and yeah, man, Carl Sanders, he's the man. Nile.
Yeah, awesome. And was it the first time that the extreme metal band did Arabic and English lyrics?
I have to explain this because, again, it's controversy out there. You always find some bands coming up with an Arabic title,
yeah,
not lyrics.
Yes.
And especially the Arabic lyrics focused on this one. I mean, it is more of the ancient or prehistoric kind of language or grammar. So even the Arabs, or at least the Arabic friends that I know out there, they read the thing and they said, what the hell are you talking about? I always like to read books and stuff, and I wanted to do something, you know, special. If I'm going to do something in Arabic, I want to do it the best way possible. So it is dark, it is evil, it is sicker than anything out there, quoted by Carl Sanders, and it is something special and something new, and it's growing up to be not the main theme or something that NERVECELL would typically do. But yeah, we'll have a little teasers every now and then. But yeah, we were the first band to growl on our proper Arabic lyrics.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And you also did a video for this song with Carl Sanders. How was the video shoot?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's funny. It was cold as well, because we went to another emirate called Alain.
Yeah.
There's 7 emirates. It's the United Arab Emirates, so Dubai is one of them. But we went for a 2.5-hour, 3-hour drive to the mountains, and like kind of, it's not really a desert, but more mountainy as an area, and it's really cold at night there. Even though you think you're in a desert, you think it's hot, but no, believe me, it was cold. But we were there for a whole like 8 to 12 hours from the afternoon till sunrise, and Carl was nice enough with his wife to come down and use that as an experience with them, as tourists, but also he enjoyed the whole work experience with us. And we did that shoot, like I said, straight 12 hours. He was really cool on it. He didn't have any like limitations or restrictions. It was a fun experience working with him, and just in general, the video shoot was done by the New York Film Academy in Dubai. They helped us out, and I don't know. I don't think it's a great video, but it gets to point out that we're in the Middle East, we're on location, and it's fucking brutal, and we're pretty happy with it. Yeah, it did pretty well. I mean, the press kind of liked it. We look at ourselves and laugh all the time. So for us, you can't. I guess we're the wrong people to ask, but it was a good experience working with Carl, 1, and 2, getting the video out successfully, and everyone responding to it so well with the Arabic-English mix, and just the being on location in the Middle East, and that was just kind of like exotic in a way, I guess.
We're playing that today. We're gonna play that today, yeah.
Awesome.
Which is nice. We played it in a couple of shows. We played it in other shows, Brutal Assault. We played it in Rock and Beaten Work and Barto Open Air. And you know what? It doesn't matter if they don't understand the language. They just think and feel the passion, feel the energy, and they just mosh and headbang like hell. So I'm sure we're gonna have some of that today.
I'm sure about that too. How was actually the feeling when signing with Unique Leader Records? I mean, it's a big record deal. What do you think about that?
Unique Leader.
Actually, we're really happy with that, because this is gonna be, it's an American label, so we're gonna break into the American market finally. It wasn't the case before, and we've been touring Europe for all these years, and this signing with Unique Leader and knowing that Unique Leader have really good roster and really pretty brutal bands and stuff like that. It's gonna definitely help us step into the market in America and also worldwide, because it's a worldwide record deal. So yeah, we're pretty stoked about it. We're actually gonna re-release Psychic Genocide in the States next year, and we're gonna start working on the new album so we can release it hopefully in 2015.
And in Abu Dhabi, you already opened for Metallica. Please explain me, how was this experience? I mean, it must be great, I think.
I'm sorry, I have to answer this. Both these guys bought tickets to the show. We didn't know we were gonna play. A week before, we got an email from the organizers, from the management. They said you guys have kindly contact us as soon as possible. It was on a Friday, and yeah, we contacted them, and they asked us one question: are you guys anyways interested in playing? No, they contacted us, and they said, are you guys by any chance interested in playing with Metallica? I said, hell yeah, let's do it. I mean, they're the reason for many people out there picking up an instrument and playing, and they've been doing it for years. And for us to be chosen to be part of this explains and shows people, what we've been through all these years. Not necessarily if people knew us before, but we are happy to represent this type of music and to share it with those icons out there. And it's a huge honor, It was a killer show.
No, yeah. If I could add anything, I think that was any band's dream come true, obviously. But I think the fact that they asked us to play shows that all our hard work and sacrifice and commitment as a band paid off, because they actually recognized us as the guys holding the flag for heavy metal in the Middle East. So they asked us, after Metallica's management gave them the green light, to tell us, because they didn't tell us. Like James said, we bought our tickets. When we got the call, we couldn't sleep for like days. We just digesting that. So it was a dream come true, and I gave my ticket to my brother, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you didn't buy it for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're right now playing a lot of European shows, and there will be some more. And is this actually your first headlining tour in Europe?
No, we've done a headlining tour of Europe, like mainly with club shows before, for the first album in 2009. And we always come back every 2 years to play
Festival in Austria, New Jam Festival.
tour. As a tour, we did one in 2009 in the previous album, and we always come back once every 2 years to play the festival. So we headline some of the shows in between the festivals, I guess, which is happening in this tour as well. But it's festival season right now, so we're more focusing on the weekend festivals and doing all the club shows in between. But yeah, we will come back probably one more time just to do a headlining run in November. There's some dates being booked for that, so that's going to happen in Europe though. Yeah.
And have you already some plans after this tour, after the tour in fall?
Another tour?
Another tour?
Well, hopefully. We're just waiting right now. We got into Unique Leader right now, and our extreme management group are also trying to sort out deals also with booking agents out there in the States and in Europe. So yeah, God knows. Right now we've got something set up for November. We're gonna come back here in November. After that, let's see. We might also stop in Asia. We got to do something in Asia as well, India and all of these countries. And you don't know what might happen. I mean, I came here, I caught up with the guys at least 2 days before. They were here 5 days before me, and I came here and they gave me a call and they said, yeah man, you're gonna arrive at the airport and the next day we're gonna play in Rock and Beat and work. And it was like a 24-hour notice. So you don't know what's gonna happen next. So it's all good.
Yeah. Sounds awesome. Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you for the time.
Have a great show.
How do you say thank you in Austrian?
Danke.
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 I just want to thank Catapult Booking for doing this tour for us, for booking all the shows. They're from Austria too.
Yeah.
And Stormbringer, of course, for keeping it real. Cheers.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome.